It's been over 100 packs. We still haven't found Pikachu. So let's see what we can do as we break into multiple boxes of Vivid Voltage this week on the Box Break Podcast.
What is up and what is good and what is going on? You are watching / listening to the fastest growing financial advice podcast based on cardboard pictures of cartoons. So today it is Monday, November the 23rd, 2020, and we have another booster box of Vivid Voltage. Now, I have seen people pull the Rainbow Pikachu Vmax, aka Pikachu, aka the greatest artwork on any card ever pulled, and we hope to see it today. This box was sponsored by my good friend Artem. If you would like to sponsor a booster box opening of any kind, you can check the link in the description below. I open Magic the Gathering, Pokemon, and Yu-Gi-Oh! And we'll probably try to add a few of the other games as well going into next year. So today's topic is just the aftermath of the full Commander Legends release. Now, again, these sponsored pack openings are done with people in mind. They will choose to or not get the codes, and the customer has chosen to take the codes. So, with that in mind, let's get right into it. So, Commander Legends is out. It's about, and the Jeweled Lotus full art foil has found itself down to about the $250 range as of the recording of this video on TCG Player. And it is a little surprising to me how low it has gotten. Maybe the times that we're in, it's a little harder for people to, afford these new cards. People are, maybe the negativity has been so loud that it is the expected value of the card. People don't expect it to hold. We have a full art in the back of this pack, right? So we will take a break from the conversation as we see the pull. It is a full art Pokemon Center Lady. Very, very, very nice right there. Very nice supporter card. You do, of course, love to see it as we fly through the box. But a lot of the cards are on they've taken quite a hit. Your Vampiric Tutors, your Staff of Domination, Rings of Brightheart. This is a good time if you're a player for you to pick those cards that you need for your decks up. Now, in terms of investing, if the card is not on the reserve list, I am not a fan of keeping it. I do not think that, if you're not playing with it, right? I don't believe in the pseudo reserve list. Even The Walking Dead, people say, oh, it's like a reserve list card. No, it's not. It's really, there's a difference between the reserve list. Part of the reserve list isn't just, that it's these old cards that can't be reprinted. That's not the only part of it. It's the fact they're tried and true, they're tested, they're well known that they will hold a value, and that they've stood the test of time. Because not every reserve list card, even the ones that are rarer than some others, are as sought after as others, right? It's not as cut and dry as that, there's just not that many out there and they aren't reprinting them. It's also to do with the fact that cards are good or not. So they could always, when it's a non-reserve list card, they could always make one that's better. They could always make a card better than Fatal Push. They could always make a card better, right? They can't really make a card better than Ancestral Recall. It's different. So if you don't need the card to play with, and you're not gonna, you have no real reason to keep it in terms of investing. Now, it doesn't mean that the card won't appreciate in value. People have turned over cards, standard cards. They've turned over bigger stuff before, and they've been able to make a lot on it. Looking at things like, Smothering Tithe and Uro, Titan of Nature's Wrath, or Heroic Intervention. People have seen cards that are in standard go up, but I'm talking about in the long term. In the long term, the reserve list cards will always win. If you want to manage collection, oop, we got a trainer in the back. Let's see what it is there. Ooh, it's a Leon card, right? If you want to manage a collection and you can deal with the day-to-day buy and sell and, you know, flip and flap and all this stuff, if you want to deal with the day-to-day happenings of trading cards, then yeah, some of them will go up, and yeah, you can make a lot of money. But it's really the penny stocks of the game. But if you're talking about that you want to park your money in something, reserve list, sealed product. Reserve list, sealed product. Now, I think there's upside to Jeweled Lotus at the moment. Of course I do. I've said before that I didn't think that the $1,000 price range was so egregious. There aren't that many copies available, right? And these collector's boosters are not that easy to get your hands on. Now, of course, there'll be restocks and all that. It all depends, right? Because if you would have told me an Expedition Scalding Tarn would only be around $100, you know, of the new collector set, I would have said that was low. But it also just shows where the money's flowing, right? So, to me, if you want the card to play with, get it. But don't view it as an investment. It's just I also don't know if, you know, people think that anyone who thinks that Jeweled Lotus is about to become bulk, or they start comparing it to Death Godzilla, it's like that doesn't make any sense, because the Death Corona card was really just a meme. You know, it's really all it was. It was just people making, you know, ha ha ha, Corona. You know, all right. Like, it's not, woo, there we go. A Zacian, amazing rare. I really like these. I know in the set Shiny Star V, there are more, I believe, amazing rares. These things are really cool. I think they have good, you know, long-term capabilities, value. Pokemon's different than Magic in terms of it, because these really are just like collector's pieces more than anything. Centering on this is pretty bad off to this side here. People have been getting on my case talking about how I grade centering cards with my eyes. I look very closely, because when I'm looking at something, I'm like, is it worth my time to grade it? What is PSA? What are BGS? What are CGC going to do? What are they going to say about my cards, you know? So, flying right along is that Commander Legends, this is probably the best, one of the best times, maybe a few weeks from now, even up in the next week or so. If you have cards that you need for decks, this is the time to go out and get them. This is the time. Hitmon top end, a Zygarde, right? So we're a little less than halfway through this box. So far, not bad, not bad. You got a Pokemon Center Lady, you got a Zacian. The thing I really like about this set is that when I'm doing packs like this, I can see that, you know, it's like if it gets a green code, usually it's like, ugh, but you can get a hit with a green code, so now it makes every pack a little more exciting. Like, normally if I was opening up a set like this, like if I did Darkness Ablaze and I got a green code, I would just show the whole pack, and that would be that, right? That would be it. We would move along, and that would be that. But to me, when it comes to Commander Legends, I would want to pick up sealed of those collector boxes at anything below 260 and then just hold them. I think that they're great. They're loaded with Commander cards. I mean, seriously. Like, there's a bunch of cards in that set that hadn't been reprinted outside of Mythic, outside of Masterpiece at a very, very, very low rate. And they're all in there, and they're full art, and they're foil. I'm going to do a video this week, by the way, about the full art foils in Commander Legends and the etched foils, and about curling, right? Because these cards are these full art foils, man. They are let's even not the full art ones. These things are a little pringly, man. Things are a little pringly, but the etched foils are flat as a pancake. And I'm going to go into a video showing that off, right? Just as an example here, you have this, and it's got a little curve, but I've been leaving them out just to see how the curling would be. And etched foiling, now I don't know in terms of cost basis for printing these cards. I don't know about that. But I do know that the etched foils might be the wave of the future, because of the fact that these things are not going to curl as much, and that's been one of the biggest complaints from the community. And I think it's fair, because there comes a point where if the card curls so bad, it's actually just unplayable. You know, I mean, in casual format, whatever, but even then, it's like, hey, like, my deck is stacking as a Talonflame V full art card there. No, falling down. All right. moving along. I really am excited, though, to see where it goes in the next bit. Now, this is interesting because over the last few years, right, over the last few months, we've had, like, product after product after product, and it's just a bombardment. There's actually a bit of a dry spell for the next few months. You know, there's actually this weird, like, nothing's coming out, nothing's really popping off. So now's the time to pick up all the stuff that you've wanted. And Black Friday's coming up. Don't go crazy, but look for good deals, you know? Maybe you could pick up some sealed product from your local game store that you've been meaning to get and to hold on to. You know, I still think Double Masters is good, VIP. I still think the collector's boxes are good. I think Darkness Ablaze is good. I think XY Evolutions is good. There's a lot of stuff that if you could get on a good discounted rate from the collector for Black Friday deals, you might want to go out and get them. Now, remember my video about getting cards for free. If you can get a bunch of product really cheap for free, sit on it for a few months. Well, excuse me, get a bunch of product for cheap, sit on it for a few months. Maybe then you can take those cards, take that product, sell off some of it in the future, and the rest could be for free because you were able to get it at such a good rate off. Now, of course, there'll be targets, there'll be all that, and you know, don't go nuts. And again, don't start spending money you don't have. Don't start making excuses. Be like, oh, this year was so hard. This year was so bad. 2020, no. It's like, no, don't do that. Don't start, doing stupid stuff just because things are on sale. But look for deals. Look for what's good. Look for what you've wanted, and see what you can afford. And go ahead and pick some stuff up. You know, that's what this is for. Black Friday, it's called so the businesses can get in the black, which means that they're going to sell off their excess, right? I'm going to start flying through these packs just a little bit faster here as we are halfway through this box, right? Just fly to the back, little Sableye, So Commander Legends, it'll be you're gonna find your blister packs at Target or Walmart. If you can get those on a deal with a coupon for Black Friday, it's a good chance to pick up some sealed product to hold on to. These are things while everyone else is complaining, you can be looking for the opportunities that can go by the wayside if you're not looking, you're not paying attention, or if you're feeling that you're above looking for opportunities, right? If you feel that you're above it and it's like, oh, I don't want to be a filthy scalper and all that. Okay. It's not scalping. It's about doing what's best for you, doing what's best for your finances, and making sure that you're not going to Pound Town through these cards. That's the point. They're supposed to be fun. This is supposed to be an escape from all this. It's not supposed to be that this is causing you financial, turmoil. That's really not the point of these cards. And some people, they go and they spend money just recklessly, and they run up massive just a colossal V, right? They run up massive debt, they run up a bunch of just doing stupid stuff that makes you almost resent the games. And there's no reason to resent these games. I mean, seriously, how do you resent a face like that? Can you? I can't. Get some good deals, get some stuff, and don't be afraid to sell a product for more than you paid for it. It doesn't make you a bad person. It really doesn't. I've talked about it a few times, but it doesn't make you any better or worse than anyone else just because you sell a product of cards more than you paid for it for. You're allowed to make money in this world however you see fit. So, an Orbital V. I have a few of these Orbital V sets. I'm going to open a couple maybe this weekend. I don't know. But I want to see what's in them. I don't actually even know what comes in them. If you let me know in the comments below, but I'd be happy to open a few. I have the like those lunchbox looking sets. I've just been picking up all the stuff just for the channel, just to open it up, just to see. Because doing this is fun, even if I don't get people to sponsor it, which I do hope that people would sponsor this. I would hope people would like the video as well, share the video. If you find what I'm saying interesting, or if you don't like it, make sure you thumbs down twice. It's very important to hit the thumbs down button 2 times before you leave. So it shows that you double dislike the video, right? Foil B drill or reverse hollow B drill there. It's about trying to keep it in some way. We have a full art hit here. It's about trying to keep it in some way positive. What are you? Ooh, boy. Oh, boy. This is it. Let's see what the reverse rare is first. Let's really a Shuckle. But behind the Shuckle it is the Pikachu. Let's go. There it is. Coming through. Pikachu Vmax. Now, it is not the rainbow one. It is not. But look at it right there. That is awesome. Even the GoPro's excited to see it. Really excited for that. I know that Artem is going to be very happy to see this. The Pikachu Vmax, the first one pulled on the channel. We do hope to get the rainbow one at some point as well. I have at least 4 more box openings of this coming up. But super happy to see that card. Whoa. Okay, we immediately get to our big hit. So back-to-back hitters here. Let's do the card trick. 1, 2, 3, 4 cards. And let's take this one slow, shall we? A little fire energy. A bee. A Girafarig. Moo Cheese. Sandile. Seedot. Pick-a-Peck. Mudbray. Joltik. Fanfi. And behind curtain number 1 is a telescopic sight. Gold rare card. So that's our big hit for the box, but of course we are happy to see that right back there. Pikachu Vmax, aka Pikachu. And now let's fly through the rest of these packs as we have found our big hits so far, right? An Opal. And I think Vivid Voltage is something that they're going to do. They are reprinting this a lot. Do not spend a lot of money on these packs and these boxes, please. Don't do that. It's a very bad idea. These will be reprinted. These will be restocked, right? They're going to be available. Don't do the dumb stuff and go, oh, I'm going to pay the charge-ups because I don't know, and FOMO. Pokemon has heard loud and clear, and they're interested in the money, and those printers are flying right now. Okay, now the Hidden Fates, that's good to get. All the other stuff, that's good to get. Celebi, amazing rare, that's good to get. You know, but don't go nuts. Don't go crazy spending money that, you know, that you, and then you're gonna look up one day and be like, wait, I could have waited a week and I could have got it for $30 less. It's like, yeah, and you could have bought a bunch more then, right? Don't go nuts. Take it easy. Be patient. These deals come. That's all I'm trying to tell you. Now, you can go ahead and do whatever you want, of course. It is just cards. You can go ahead and burn it. But if you want to get your cards for cheaper than other people, that way you can get more cards, I recommend doing my methods here as we end up with an Electrode. So, wrapping this up, a decent box for sure of the Vivid Voltage. And we have a bunch of fulls, but the most important card is right there. Pikachu Vmax right there. Very excited, and of course excited for the amazing rares whenever they show up. I love the Celebi. It is one of my favorite cards in the set. This was a box that if I opened, I'd be very excited to get. So if you would like a chance to sponsor, check the link in the description below. Please be sure to like, share, and subscribe if you are enjoying the content. I do the Box Break podcast every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 8 p.m. and other videos as I see fit. So until then, please have a wonderful, wonderful day.